What is going on, guys? Happy Tuesday. I am glad to be back from Denver, back to my home waters, and we're gonna be fishing today for whatever we can catch. Got some live bait. I see some bait out here swimming by the boat launch, and the birds keep scaring them off, but there she is. Got some bait, got some ice, got my buddy Garrett over there. And we're gonna go fishing. Guys, it feels like forever since we went fishing out here. That week-long trip to Denver seemed like it took me a month. It took me a couple of days to recover too. Hopefully we see some flashes of bait out here. Maybe we can get up on some pogies. Alright guys, you already know what time it is. Today we're going to be pitching some live shrimp for some mangrove snapper. Hopefully we get some 12-inch ones. I got about a 2 foot, 3 foot, I say 3 foot leader of 15-pound fluorocarbon here. We're just going to pitch it across these walls here, and hopefully we'll hook up with something. Oh, Garrett's on. All right, Garrett's got a mangy. That's a nice little guy right there. You know, of course they have to be 12s. And also, if you're fishing for mangrove snapper inshore, you still have to have a reef endorsement to keep these fish, because they just spawn here inshore, then they go outside. This is mangrove snapper, otherwise known as gray snapper, or when they get big, some people call them black snapper. But you do have to have a reef endorsement on your fishing license to fish for these and keep these. Later, buddy. I tell you, man, it's really fun when you're light tackle fishing for mangrove snapper, because they are some little fighters.
No wonder why they felt so big. Whoa,
I got some light leader, and I got some. Come on, buddy. Yeah. That's not a bad size one there. They kind of look like little smallmouth bass with teeth. Somebody said. Garrett, watch that motor push off back there. Yeah, I don't have my trolling motor yet, so everything we're kind of just getting pushed around by the wind and everything, but nice. He's about 11 and a half. But I did have me a trolling motor bracket mounted up here. I actually got this from Jet Technologies, and as you can see, the bow of the boat is rounded here, so I kind of had to get a special trolling motor bracket made for this boat. And hopefully in the next couple of days I'll get me one of those riptide trolling motors, and I can just work the banks and do as I please and not have to worry about running into stuff. Off you go, buddy. So I got this new Shimano SLX spinning rod, and I got this NASCI 2500 on it, and I'm running 20-pound braid, 15-pound fluorocarbon leader. I got a tiny little split shot on top of my hook out there, and it is absolutely working for these little mangrove snappers. Got some beautiful weather today. It is going to be a little bit on the hot side. Oh, Garrett's on. Oh, yeah, I hear some drag. What is it? Oh, it's a good little mangrove snapper. Oh, he's a keeper. Yes, sir. So Garrett has caught like 6 fish this morning. He is on them.
And we only been out here for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's a nice one, man. That's a keeper. Check him out. You gotta watch out for the gill plates on these. There we go. Yeah, that's a nice one there. Nice little fish. He may be just a little too short. I don't know. Best to check him. He's 11.
Yeah, he's just too short.
He is 11 inches. They have to be 12, but they still fight really good on light tackle. Beautiful little fish. Garrett's on him.
He feels big.
Right. He's longer. He looks like he might be keeping size.
Holy crap, that's a big one.
He's trying to get you wrapped up. Push off a little. Oh, he's a keeper. Woo, that's a nice one.
That is huge.
Yeah, man, that is definitely a keeper. He's 13 inches all day. He's gonna make some nice fried fish fillets.
At first I thought it was a little redfish. Because it was fighting.
Man, he took it and hauled butt with it. Oh gosh, I was hooked up back here. I let the rod down. Seems to be a nice one. I was recording too. I was about to unhook Garrett's fish. Oh man.
Reel it in, Dad.
Mine's not quite as big as Garrett's. He's gonna have to go back, but it is really fun on this light tackle setup, I tell you what.
Super fun.
Doubled up, man. Give me a fist bump. Boom. Yes.
Double hook up.
Yeah, in a lot of states, that fish right there would be a keeper, 10 inches. And, you know, he's a really nice sized fish. He'd fillet up good, but not in Alabama. So I'm just gonna try to get a measurement on this guy. I know he's legal. Yes. He is 13 and a half. 13 and a half mangrove snapper inshore. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. He's gonna go in the ice chest. Oh. Fish on, guys. Fish on. He seems to be a little bit bigger than the last one I had. Oh yeah, that's a good little mangrove. Ooh, you don't want to give up.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, he's a keeper. That's a nice one there.
He sure is. He looks big.
Oh, he's barely hooked by the skin. Look at that.
He looks bigger than mine.
Barely hooked by the skin.
Is he bigger than mine, Dad? You think?
Look at that. He was barely hooked. That was a tiny shrimp I had.
Hey!
You got a big one?
Doesn't really feel like a big one.
Oh, you got one?
That one. Decent size. You got a big one. How big is he?
He's definitely 12. Let's see. Oh yeah.
How big?
He's 12 and a half. 12 and a half. Sorry about the camera angle. Yeah, he's gonna make it. Alright, so I'm just gonna hook up here and we're gonna move, try a different spot. We've got some pretty good fish off this spot and we caught a lot of dinks. So I think we can safely say that we fished this hole, and now we're gonna move on. So we moved to another location. Y'all might have seen me fish kind of in the back of this canal, and we're just gonna flip out here, try to work these pilings. Maybe we'll catch something. Fishing kind of took a dead fall for a little while, but we'll get them. Fish on. It's a little mangrove. Oh, it's a good one. Pretty good size one. I don't know what this swamp gas looking methane stuff is all on top of the water back here. Man, that's a nice one. I just seen a good follow by a sheepshead, and then this guy grabbed it. I was trying to get that big sheepshead. That thing was huge. But he looks like he might be 12.
Let me see him.
I'm gonna put him over here on the ruler and check him out. And so this guy was 11 and a half. But beautiful fish. His eyes are really golden. Right. A good way to break that hour-long dry spout. Get a fish. Right. I know my light tackle setup is good because I just saw a sheepshead give my shrimp a follow, so that's good because they are real picky. Really getting hot out here, but we're just gonna work these pilings over here, and we're gonna try to hook up with some type of keeper fish. You know, we got a mangrove snapper, sheepshead around these bulkheads. Oh, something's biting me. Oh, I missed him. You got to be quick though, because you'll lose them. And you never know the size of them. They could be huge or they could be small. But you got to treat every single one of them like it's a keeper fish. Guys, check it out. Garrett just got him a nice sheepshead. I knew that light tackle setup was perfect. We just set it over there, and sure enough, he hooked up with a nice sheepshead. That thing probably weighs 4 or 5 pounds.
His teeth are really grinded down for the sheepshead.
So that's why they bite a lot of hooks in half if you don't hook them just right. They got some sure enough grinders in there.
I hooked them in the mouth, the side.
Oh.
That's what I was scared of.
So this day's turning out to be pretty good. We got 2 good mangrove snapper and 1 big sheepshead. Those things fillet up really good and they taste good. I'm gonna go home and make some dinner out of him. Nice mangrove, a little too short. Soon I had a different size hook on here, or a different style hook, and I was out of these hooks. I pulled this one off another rod to use it, and they just work so much better. This is the MUSTAD Big Gun hook. This is a number 2, and they work really good. Right, got me a little shrimp right here. Come on, guy. Get him on here. Garrett caught that big sheep's head on a tiny little shrimp, and that's what they like. They like to crush those little shrimp heads. Hopefully we'll catch a couple more.
I swear, man, that shrimp was itty bitty, guys.
Whoa! Big take, big take. Whoa.
I hope it's a big sheephead.
It's another snapper.
Mangrove?
Yeah.
These are big.
Oh, these things are fun on these little light tackle rods, man. Just because they say light tackle rods, I mean they're not really light tackle. 15-pound fish or better. Get him off of here. Yeah, just because they say light tackle or we're using light tackle, you still good for a good 15-20-pound fish. You play them right. About 11 inches. He ain't gonna make the cut. Alright guys, so we definitely found out what works for the mangrove snapper, and we had about a 3-foot 15-pound fluorocarbon leader with a big gun hook by MUSTAD hooks. It's not quite as circled as a circle hook, but it's super sharp. It's got the ultra needle point on it, and with the 25-pound braid I have on these little light spinning rods and the NASCI 2500 here. It was a great combo for this. Really light. This was my 2500. This is my new Shimano SLX spinning rod. 25-pound braid, 15-pound fluorocarbon leader, and I put my 2 split shots on top of the big gun hook right there. This definitely works, and you got your weight on top of the hook, so when they do nibble on it, you just set the hook on them really fast. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and this was our first fishing trip back from Denver, and man, I needed it. That was a really long trip. It felt like I was gone longer than what we really were, but I'm just glad to be back in my hometown. And tight lines, guys. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to hit the like button, go ahead and subscribe, and hit the notification bell, so next time you'll know when a new video comes out. So take it easy, guys. Catch you on the flip side.